Today I'm having a look at the Tukano boot from Bordon in Colombia. Just as an aside, I mentioned to Andres, the founder of Bordon, that I am a self-styled Hants walker. British people probably know that Hants is the old name for Hampshire, which is where I live, and there's a place called Bordon, pronounced Bordon, not Bordon. But into the review, it may seem a little bit critical of Andres and his team, but I don't mean to be. These are great boots. Presentation, very, very good. That's what you're getting, a bit of beeswax there. What I'll say about the ordering process is good and bad. These were announced in February. That was the middle of February 23. I started asking questions of Andres, who was very, very helpful in helping me get the correct sizing. And I was certainly in the last three, possibly the last one, to be able to order from this collection. It took until the middle of September 23 to actually get delivery. It was supposed to be 3 months. Now, having said that, communication from Bordon was very, very good. I gathered from that they were having difficulties, and indeed they were. It wasn't of their own making, it was a third party. I'm not quite sure what the third party were doing, but that's where the backlog was. If you look at the current collection, released just a week or so ago, we're now at the end of October 23, middle to the end of October. They're saying that the new collection has several advantages, and we'll look at some particular to the boot in a second, but one of them is everything is in-house now, so that's good. What I asked of Andres about sizing was, how should I choose a size? I sent him a photograph of my foot on a ruler, which was coming out at 29.5 centimeters. He said to me you could go for a US 12.5, which is a EU 45.5, which will give me 1.9 centimeters of room at the toe. Alternatively, I could go for a US 13, which would give me a 2.3 centimeter gap at the toe. I usually go for a 13 double E. I'm glad I did. That's what these are. These are 13 double E. The 12.5 US would not have been big enough. Onto the leather. You probably wonder, you might have spotted the brass boot from Grant Stone. This is in Horween Chrome XL, which is their combination vegetable chrome tan. This is Wickett and Craig Latigo, which is very, very similar. I suspect that this is a combination tan as well. Just whilst you're looking, we've got Goodyear Stormwelt on the Grant Stone, whereas we've got double row stitched down on the Wickett and Craig. One of the, in fact probably the most important difference on the current collection, on what they're calling Tukano 2, is it has the option of a gusseted tongue. This does not, and they've done some work on the heel stay as well. If you're familiar with Horween Chrome XL, you could probably imagine what this is like. It feels very stiff, it's going to break in well. As you can see, it's got speed hooks and eyelets and wax laces. This is how it came. I wouldn't have chosen the heel pull, but that's how it comes. Beautiful leather lining, and there were choices, and I chose to go for the lug sole. This, if you've looked at any of my hiking boot reviews, this has got a rolling action. I've worn this around the house, and I think I'm going to like this because I like that rolling action. Overall, I would say this is a great boot. Just be careful with that sizing. One of the things that Andre said to me was, doesn't matter whether you get a D, an E, double E, triple E, the length is the same. That may be the case for Bordon. With Grant Stone, particularly on this last, that is not the case, and I've spoken to Grant Stone about this, and they're saying that if you get a double E, if you get an E, they don't do a double E. If you get an E, it will be shorter inside for your foot. That's the 3 dimensions, the overall volume, the length, the width, how the width varies across here will be different between a triple E and an E. Might be true for Bordon, but not for Grant Stone. Wrapping up, what a great pair of boots. I think they look fantastic. The quality is great. I can't find any faults with this, even though they're using a third party for some of the work. It's phenomenal. Thank you very much for watching, and check out some of my other videos.